Look again at Olga's face. It's a tribute by Picasso to Ingres. The ballet Pulcinella, 1920. Ingres for Picasso, Pergolesi for Stravinsky. The painter of the Demoiselles d'Avignon and the composer of Rite of Spring belong both to neoclassicism. For Pulcinella, premiered in January 1920, Picasso retains traces of Cubist architecture in the sets, but plays a conventional role in his costume designs, which reflect 18th century style. At the time, we know that he had a dispute with Diaghilev, who objected to Picasso's idea of dressing the dancers in Second Empire costume. The plot of the ballet was inspired by Neapolitan puppet theatre, which had fascinated Massine. It's complicated, full of mistaken identities and disguises. Dreadful 1914-1918 catastrophe is at last over, to be followed by the crazy post-war years. Picasso and Olga are caught up in a social whirl. Holidays by the sea, where Picasso paints bathers. Their Paris home is now a bourgeois apartment in the Rue de la Boétie. In 1924, Picasso conceives the sets and costumes and directs Mercury. It's a manifesto of Picasso's art, running counter to the fashion of the time imposed by Cocteau. The rich patron is Count Jean de Beaumont, whose Soirées de Paris delight high society. It's a recipe for expatriate Russian aristocrats. Massine, no longer with Diaghilev, is the choreographer of the plastic poses in 3 tableaux. The Mercure Ballet provoked a violent and confused controversy, organized by the Surrealists, who came to boo Satie's music, but finished by paying tribute to Picasso. He incarnates, towering above his fellow artists, eternal youth, and is master of the situation. June the 18th, 1924, premiere of Mercure. 2 days later, the 20th, sees the premiere of Train Bleu, Blue Train, produced by Diaghilev on a theme by Cocteau, music by Darius Milhaud, costumes by Gabriel Chanel, sets by Henri Laurence. Picasso's name is on the list of credits because he's lent a picture which, greatly enlarged, forms the front curtain for the ballet. Diaghilev describes the ballet in these words. The first point about Train Bleu is that there is no blue train. Its passengers have already got off the train. They are to be seen on a beach which doesn't exist in front of an equally non-existent casino. Overhead flies an aeroplane which you don't see, and the plot adds up to nothing. Furthermore, this ballet is not a ballet, but a danced operetta. It's danced by the real Russian ballet, but has no connection with it. It was dreamed up by Anton Dolin, a classical dancer who performs nothing classical in it. The sets are painted by a sculptor, and the costumes by a top judge of fashion who never designed costumes previously. In the light of this piece by Diaghilev, which appeared in the English program for Blue Train, one is entitled to wonder what Diaghilev really felt about the ballet he'd just produced. Cocteau, Chanel, the fashion and frivolous behavior of the crazy post-war world. The models for elegance and freedom are Suzanne Lenglen, the tennis player, and the Prince of Wales, a great golfing Picasso will move away from this smart world without losing its friendship. In 1917, he had seduced the artistic establishment and taken power in his fashion, just as he had ravished the fresh beauty of Olga, the dancer, from the aristocratic world of dance. But in the end, comfort, order, social life, even paternity, only occupy him for an instant. The Minotaur in him awakes and puts paid to the times with such startling pictures as those for Dança in 1925. Bodies in pain. It's time for the break with Olga and the world of dance. But the legacy remains.